Holy shit, we're gonna see Etrigan the Demon on the big screen. Justice League Dark just got a brand new director and he is awesome. Find out more on Nerdist News. Well, if nothing else, we certainly can't say that the DC Extended Universe doesn't keep us guessing. After Suicide Squad came out with a very Justice League Dark-esque plot and a focus on major JLD character Enchantress, we figured Guillermo del Toro's long-percolating supernatural anti-hero team-up flick was dead in the water. But nay, friends, Justice League Dark, or Dark Universe as it's now called, lives! It lives! This morning, Variety broke the news that none other than Edge of Tomorrow director Doug Liman will be stepping in to helm the flick, and as you may have guessed, that means he's no longer directing the Gambit movie for Fox. The Gambit movie that's totally gonna happen someday. Totally. Guillermo del Toro will still be a producer on Dark Universe alongside 11 billion-time Oscar winner Scott Rudin, so yeah, WB is bringing out those heavy hitters. The script appears to be the same as del Toro's version since his writer Michael Gillio is still on the project, so really this all just sounds perfect. Lyman is a kick-ass action director, GDT's creative spirit is still present, and most importantly, after the disappointingly tame Suicide Squad, a truly weird and wild DC movie feels nothing short of necessary. But how will Dark Universe tie into the DCEU as it stands now? Well, we're thinking another one of the movie's discarded titles, Heaven Sent, is a major clue. According to Variety's report, the film's team will be made up of John Constantine, Swamp Thing, Zatanna, Deadman, and Etrigan the Demon, a mix of the JLD's most consistent team members with one notable addition: Etrigan, a Del Toro favorite. While occult detective Constantine, elemental monster Swamp Thing, Magizard Zatanna, and acrobat ghost Deadman should make for a pretty spooky team, it's Etrigan that ought to be the real standout. He's like the DCU's evil twist on the Incredible Hulk, a medieval magician named Jason Blood who becomes an uncontrollable, unstoppable demon named Etrigan who lusts for blood and chaos and is best pals with Satan. Seriously, Etrigan is the best. This is a going to rule. From hints del Toro has dropped throughout his years working on the film, we know a little bit about the story too. Zatanna's father, Zatara, appeared in the script at some point. Madame Xanadu, another character from Arthurian times and love interest to Etrigan, was in there too, and the godlike specter was name-dropped, though since he's not inherently tied to any of the confirmed JLD members, there's no guarantee he made it through development. At some point, del Toro even confirmed that the story involved Constantine trying to recruit the team for an adventure that somehow ties into the Demon Knights, Etrigan, and Madame Xanadu's medieval-era version of the JLD, and Merlin, King Arthur's Merlin, not Green Arrow's Merlin. Anyway, judging by that, here's our best guess at what the JLD might be up to. Since Etrigan's medieval past seems to play such a huge role in this tale, we're betting the story will be somewhat tied to a New 52 Demon Knights romp in which Etrigan betrayed his teammates to help Lucifer take over Avalon, a magical island that's sort of like the Arthurian version of heaven. So yeah, it's super weird, but we don't think it'll be adapted literally. Instead, we'd bet the movie begins with the Demon Knights and Merlin working to stop Lucifer from reaching Avalon. They succeed despite Etrigan trying to betray them, but we flash forward to the present where John Constantine has to create the JLD to stop it from happening all over again. There will be the requisite subplots. Will Deadman find the person who killed him? Can Zatanna get over her father's death? Will Swamp Thing ever be okay with being Swamp Thing? Can Jason Blood be redeemed and freed from Etrigan's grasp? And in the end, the JLD will save the entirety of the DCU from a force they never even knew was threatening their very existence, sort of like the role Doctor Strange looks to be playing over at Marvel. Hey, maybe they can help explain what the hell Enchantress and Incubus were up to with their weird magic in Suicide Squad. But probably not, though. So what do you guys think? Are you psyched for Dark Universe? Do you think Doug Liman will cast his best bud Tom Cruise as Swamp Thing, which would be kind of totally weird, but kind of awesome, but really weird? Who do you want to see as our big screen Constantine? Let's discuss, and meet us over at 3 p.m. today on Nerdist.com/Twitch, where I'll be chatting live about this and a bunch of other news we loved. So get over there, and we will see you in the chat room. Dan's got an all-new Dan Cave where he tells you everything that you need to know about the new Marvel Hulu show, The Runaways. You can find it over at Nerdist.com, which you should always be checking for all your Nerdist news.